第2話、茶の湯と性の乱舞。奈良から平安時代にかけて、中国から日本に静かに渡ってきたものがあった。それは茶だ。はじめは単なる薬草のように扱われ、僧侶たちが健康のために口にする程度のものだったが、その背後には後に時代を動かす文化の核が眠っていた。遣唐使として唐に渡った最澄空海らが仏教と共に茶を持ち帰ったという説があるように、お茶は精神を整えるものとしてじわりと日本に根を張り始めていた。しかし、本当の意味でこの飲み物が日本の文化に花開くのはずっと後のことだ。鎌倉時代に入ると、禅宗の修行とともにお茶を飲むという行為が再び脚光を浴びることになる。禅僧たちは茶の効能に注目し、心を静め、精神を浄化する手段としてお茶を重用したのだ。曹洞宗の道元は茶をたしなむ作法まで記し、そこに心と体を整える哲学を込めた。それは単なる飲み物を超えた境地、精神の清めと茶が一つになる瞬間だった。時は流れ、室町時代。茶の湯の形式はさらに発展を遂げる。村田寿光という人物が茶を飲むセレモニーを考案し、健康法としての茶の側面に加えて、心の美しさを追求する新しい風流を見出した。その影響を強く受けたのが、足利義政という将軍だった。義政は銀閣寺を造営し、戦乱を避け、芸術と風流に没頭した美の将軍だ。彼が築いた東山文化は、武士と貴族たちの間で茶を飲むことを一つの芸術にまで昇華させた。茶の湯は上流階級のたしなみとして広まり、静かにその勢力を伸ばしていった。その静けさは嵐の前のようだった。茶の湯、ただの趣味や風流のひとときではなく、時代を超えて力を帯びる文化の刃。これを誰よりも鋭く、そして巧みに使いこなした天才がいた。そう、織田信長。彼はこの静寂の中にこそ、人心を制する武器を見出したのだ。戦場では冷酷無比な尾張の大名が、狭い茶室で膝をつき、わずかな茶を口にする。それは単なる儀礼などではない。信長にとって茶の一碗は、剣にも勝る武器だった。どの大名を席に招くか、誰にどの茶器を使わせるか、その一挙手一投足が戦の勝敗を左右する交渉であり、忠誠を試す場であった。しかし、信長の背後にもう一人の影があった。千の宗益、後の千利休。わび茶の創始者であり、飾らない美の奥深さを極めた男。その茶は豪奢な見せびらかしとは無縁のものだった。ただひたすらにかけた茶碗の中にこそ本質的な美を見出すわびの境地を追い求めていた。信長は利休のわび茶に圧倒的な可能性を感じた。茶の湯の静けさと戦場の暴風、その二つが彼の中では矛盾なく重なっていたのだ。彼は利休を表舞台に引き上げ、わび茶の精神を自らの支配術に組み込んでいく。だが、これは単なる芸術の昇華ではなかった。信長は、利休をも自分の天下布武の道具とするつもりだったのである。茶室という極小の空間。その中では、豪傑も権力者も等しく膝を揃え、ただ一碗の茶を受け取るだけ。だが、その背後には、苛烈な駆け引きが渦巻いていた。信長は知っていた。真に強い者は、剣を抜かずとも人を屈服させられることを。利休は知っていた。わび茶の精神が、一瞬で権力の飾りへと落ちかねないことを。茶は戦だ、信長はそう断言した。だが、この戦は誰にも見えない。二人の男、信長と利休。静寂を信じる者と静寂を利用する者。その狭間がこの乱世をさらなる混迷へと導いていくのだった。次第にわび茶は ただの茶を飲む行為を超えていく。信長の野望とともにその儀礼は力を帯び、天下人を名乗る者たちの支配の象徴となっていく。戦の影が消えることはない。刀の代わりに茶碗を掲げ、権力を奪い合う世界、二人の天才が仕掛けた見えざる戦が幕を開けた。静けさの中に潜む野心。わずかな茶のひとしずくが戦の行方を決める。武と美が交錯するその刹那、時代は乱世から新たな秩序へと移ろい始める。
Episode 2 The Dance of Tea and Politics. From the Nara to the Heian period, something quietly made its way from China to Japan. Tea. Initially treated as little more than an herbal remedy, tea was consumed mainly by monks for its health benefits. However, within this humble drink lay the seeds of a cultural force that would later shape history. It is believed that the Buddhist monks Seicho and Kukai, who journeyed to China as envoys, brought tea back to Japan along with Buddhist teachings. Tea gradually took root, regarded as something that helped calm the mind and align the spirit. But the drink would not bloom into a cultural cornerstone until much later. During the Kamakura period, tea once again came into the spotlight, this time through its connection with Zen practice. Zen monks focused on the restorative qualities of tea, seeing it as a tool to soothe the mind and purify the spirit. Dogen, the founder of the Soto sect of Zen, even wrote about tea-drinking practices, embedding within them the philosophy of maintaining harmony between body and mind. In those moments, tea transcended its status as a mere beverage. It became a medium through which spiritual cleansing could be attained. Time flowed onward to the Muromachi period, and the practice of Shinoi, the tea ceremony, evolved further. A pivotal figure in this development was Murata Juko, who conceived of tea drinking not only as a health practice but also as a ritual that sought to cultivate inner beauty. His influence deeply resonated with Ashikaga Yoshimasa, the shogun known for building the Ginkakuji Silver Pavilion. Yoshimasa, who sought refuge from the chaos of war through art and aesthetics, became known as the Shogun of Beauty. His promotion of Higashiyama culture merged elements of samurai and aristocratic customs, elevating tea to the level of an art form. As tea drinking spread among the upper classes, it quietly expanded its influence, becoming a refined and integral part of cultural life. The stillness felt like the calm before a storm. The tea ceremony, Shinoyu, was not merely a hobby or a fleeting moment of aesthetic pleasure. It was a cultural blade, growing sharper with time. And there was one genius who wielded that blade with unmatched precision, Oda Nobunaga. Within this stillness, Nobunaga discovered a powerful weapon for controlling the hearts and minds of people. The ruthless warlord of Owari, who was feared on the battlefield, would kneel humbly in a cramped tea room, sipping from a small bowl of tea. Yet this was far from a mere ritual. To Nobunaga, a bowl of tea held greater power than any sword. Whom he invited to the tea gathering, which tea utensils were given to whom, every gesture was a negotiation, every movement a test of loyalty. The outcomes of these subtle interactions could decide the course of a war or determine an ally's fate. But lurking in Nobunaga's shadow was another figure, Sensoki, who would later become known as Sen-no Rikyū. Rikyū was the founder of wabi-cha, a tea practice that rejected ostentatious displays in favor of simple, unadorned beauty. His vision of tea was far removed from luxury or showmanship. He pursued a realm of beauty that could be found in something as modest as a cracked tea bowl. This was the essence of wabi, to seek profundity in imperfection and simplicity. Nobunaga recognized the immense potential in Rikyū's wabi-cha. The quiet elegance of the tea ceremony and the chaotic violence of the battlefield were, to Nobunaga, not contradictory but perfectly aligned. He brought Rikyū into the public spotlight, weaving the spirit of wabi-cha into his own strategy for domination. But Nobunaga's interest in the tea ceremony was not merely artistic. It was a tool to further his ambition of Tenka Fubu, the unification of the realm through military conquest. In the tiny confines of the tea room, even the most powerful warriors and rulers sat on equal footing, bowing to receive a single bowl of tea. Yet behind this humble facade swirled intense political maneuvering. Nobunaga understood that the strongest leaders are those who can make others submit without drawing their swords. And Rikyū knew all too well that the spirit of Wabi-cha could, in an instant, become a mere ornament of power. Tea is war, Nobunaga declared. But this war is invisible to everyone. Two men, Nobunaga and Rikyū. One who believed in silence, and the other who manipulated silence to his advantage. It was between these two extremes that the chaotic world of the Sengoku period was drawn further into deeper turmoil. Gradually, Wabi-cha surpassed the realm of mere tea drinking. Under Nobunaga's ambition, the ritual of tea began to acquire power, becoming a symbol of the control wielded by those who aspired to rule the land. The shadow of conflict never disappeared. In this world, tea bowls replaced swords, and battles for power were fought through ceremony. Thus began the invisible war orchestrated by these two geniuses. Ambition hidden within tranquility. A single drop of tea could decide the fate of a conflict. At that fleeting moment when martial strength and beauty intersected, the era began to shift, moving from chaos toward a new order.